tonight, just days after Governor Pritzker signed a controversial bill into law that allows non-citizens to become full-fledged police officers.
A former Chicago mayoral candidate is threatening to challenge the law in the courts if it isn't repealed before taking effect January 1st.
Scott Schneider joins us now in the studio with more on that.
Yeah, Corey, you just mentioned Dr. Willie Wilson, who says this law stands in defiance of federal law when it comes to who can become a uniformed police officer or deputy in this country, while the bill's main sponsor insists the law is tailor-made for DACA recipients. Police officers here in Chicago and statewide have long been required to be citizens of the United States. With a sweep of his pen last week, Governor Pritzker changed that, as Illinois will soon allow non-citizens who are eligible to become members of law enforcement upon completion of training. State Rep Barbara Hernandez of Aurora led the charge to get the legislation passed.
The goal of the bill overall is to allow DACA and permanent residents that are already able to work in this country legally, to apply to become police officers.
There are currently more than 30,000 DACA recipients living and working in Illinois, and unprecedented officer shortages statewide. But filling those vacant jobs with non-citizens is a non-starter for former Chicago mayoral candidate Dr. Willie Wilson.
I cannot go to China, no other country in the world, being a non-citizen and become a police officer. And I just think that's wrong.
Governor Pritzker speaking exclusively with Fox 32 last month on the challenges of finding new cops.
The Chicago Police Department has lost hundreds, 1,500 police officers. Some of that is a result, and we saw that at the state level, some of that is a result of there was a big hiring trend 20 years ago, and now it's time for them to retire.
This was just to help with officers with the shortages that they have.
Dr. Wilson isn't willing to wait to see if the new law puts more boots on the ground. He's ready to take the legislation to court.
I've talked to some lawyers already. If this goes through, we'll have to appeal it.
By the way, Illinois is not the first state to pass this kind of legislation. In California, where they have nearly 200,000 DACA recipients, they passed a similar law earlier this year. Don?